Hey girl, hey! This is the Inspire Her podcast. This space was created for women over 40 to come and vent, relax, breathe, and just be. We empower you to take action in your everyday life in order to help you rediscover your purpose, find your power, and reignite your passion so that you can live your best life now. I'm your host, Veronica Rivers, and welcome to the Inspire Her podcast. Hey girl, hey, and welcome to another episode of the Inspire Her podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today. I hope you guys had a fabulous week last week, and I hope that your week this week is even better. So today I wanted to talk about this email that I got from this young lady who happens to see a post that I posted on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, stop what you are doing and go follow me on the Inspire Her on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and TikTok. Snapchat, I don't really do Snapchat, but you can follow me there if you want to too. So yes, follow me on all of my social media sites. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That was a shameless plug, but here we go. So I got an email from this young lady who lost her brother 2 years ago in a car accident. So she has been suffering with seasonal depression, such as I. So she wanted to know, she said she's been having a hard time, and of course last year because of COVID she wasn't able to go see her family like she wanted to, and because of that it kind of made things even worse. So that was the situation I was in last year as well, so I knew exactly how she felt. So this year she said she's going home, but she doesn't want to go home in that depressive state. So she wanted to know what I was doing to kind of combat the depression during the holiday season when you've lost a loved one that you've basically known all your life. So I don't know if there's anyone else out there that's been going through it. Seasonal depression it sucks. It absolutely sucks. And if you don't follow me and you haven't seen my posts, I was talking about how this time last year I was just so sad, and I was just kind of done with me. I was done with life. I was just done. Completely done. And I wanted to just end it all. So there's this lady that lives upstairs. I do consider her a friend. But when I moved here, she was one of the people I met when I first moved here 2 years ago. So she was upstairs. She said she noticed that, I wasn't talking a lot. I was just kind of looking sad and down and all of this stuff. So she bought me a plant, and I named it's a Birkin. If you know anything about plants, it was a Birkin plant, and I named her Brianna. Around this time, me and Brianna celebrate her birthday. So she bought me the plant because she knew I'm a plant mom, as everybody know, and it kind of cheered me up. But what she did not realize was that day I was deciding to end it all. And when she knocked at that door and gave me that plant and gave me a hug and just told me, she saw that I wasn't being myself, and she wanted to cheer me up by giving me this plant. It literally saved my life. So around this time, like I said, I always celebrate Brianna's birthday. That's my plant. And I celebrate my rebirth. I consider that my rebirth. because that was the day after that I decided that I wanted to live. And I didn't want to be selfish and take my life and leave that kind of impact on my family. So that's the story, and she saw it on my page, on my Instagram page, and just wanted some advice about what I do to kind of combat that. So if there's anyone else out there that is going through that, and if you have any, anything that you do that combats seasonal depression, please definitely let me know in the comments below. Send me an email. Let me know what you're doing to combat. And if anything I've said help, let me know that as well. Because that's what I'm here for. As I'm getting my life together, I'm trying to help somebody get theirs together as well. So, and one of the things I wanted to let her know is that I have created a self-care arsenal. And my arsenal consists of a lot of things, because I do a lot of journaling. I can tell when I always go back and kind of read over my stuff. So I can tell when depression is about to hit me. I can definitely tell when, because if I'm writing and if I'm going back and I'm reading what I'm writing and it's full of sadness and hopelessness and all of that stuff, I know, okay, you know what? I got to get out of this funk. I got to get out of this funk. So I have created a self-care arsenal. One of those things I have done that definitely my doctor has recommended, well, definitely my therapist has recommended, is go see your doctor. That's the first thing. Go see a doctor, because they wanted to put me on antidepressants, and I just kind of don't want to do that. I didn't want to do medication. I wanted to find something natural that would help me with this, and I just didn't want to do any kind of antidepressants. I didn't. But if that is something that would help you, go see your doctor. That's the first thing. Go see your doctor. Let them know what's going on, and you guys can come up with some kind of prescription if you need that to help you. I have opted to do more exercise, go to therapy, and some other stuff that I definitely do. But definitely, girl, go see your doctor. Go see your doctor. And if you need someone to talk to, definitely get into therapy. Therapy is, regardless of what anybody may tell you, therapy is a good thing. I do have people that I could talk to, but I don't want to constantly keep bleeding on people that didn't cut me. And that just means I don't want to keep going to my friends and be like, this going on, that going on, because I also know I have friends that got other stuff going on too. And I don't want to add my stuff on top of what they're going to as well. So I pay my therapist good money to listen to what I got to say. So I go to therapy. She pays me to bleed all over her, okay? I pay her well. So when I get in there, I unload. There are programs that if you cannot afford therapy, there are programs that you can go to that will help you with that. My job has a program where I think they give you 6 free sessions. And if you cannot afford this, they actually send you to a counseling training place where they are counselors, but they're in school for counseling, and they kind of help, and it's cheap. It's really cheap. It's like $10. That's how much I was paying the first time When I started, it was only $10. There were students who were going to school for counseling, so it was like a training school that I went to get that service, and it was cheap and it worked fine until I was able to actually like afford a counsel. I ain't gonna say a real therapist, but a therapist that I could afford, basically. So if you can't afford therapy, find someone that you trust to talk to. Please find someone you can trust to talk to. When it comes to trust, there's a lot of people I do not trust. I have a handful of people that I do trust, that if I needed to talk to them, I could, and they would be there for me. But like I said, I try not to put all of that on somebody else when I know that they have been going through some stuff as well, which is why I recommended therapy. Another thing I do, you have to get out and get some sun. Get some sun. I promise you, getting out in the sun, getting out in the sun and moving your body at the same time, it absolutely works. It absolutely works. It works for me. The way I like to sit on my patio, but the way my patio is set up, it's all in the shade, so no sun really hits my patio. So I physically have to leave my house, which I hate, because I love being in my apartment. I love being in my house. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I have to physically get up and leave and get out into the sun. And I just walk around my apartment complex one good time. I've created a playlist with nothing but like positive music, no Meg, no Cardi, none of that stuff is in that. My ratchet side don't come out during this time. So I created a playlist. I listen to my playlist. I get some sun, exercise. I do those 3 things, and that definitely kind of boosts up my attitude. It gives me energy, all of that good stuff. Another thing I do, definitely pray and meditate. That's one of the first things I do in the morning anyway. I get up early enough where I pray and I meditate, and I just give it all to God. I just give it all to God. Whatever I'm feeling, I have a good cry, I give it all to God. Pray and meditate. Always listen to something that is positive. I don't recommend listening to anything on the news. I don't recommend scrolling any type of social media at this time. I try to limit social media as much as possible. Like, I give myself a time, like if I get on there, I give myself 10-15 minutes and then I'm off. And that's a day. Not just 15 minutes every hour or so. That's a day. 15 minutes tops, because you don't want anything else. You're already feeling bad. You don't want anything else getting into your spirit, making you feel worse. So I don't listen to the news. I don't get on social media that much. I always listen to something positive. Literally, you can go on YouTube. You can find inspirational things on YouTube, motivational things, spiritual thing, whatever you need at that time. You can find all that stuff on YouTube. Listen to those things and let it get into your spirit, and give you a boost of happiness and joy. Because literally, it is up to us to create our own joy and our own happiness. So when I am feeling down, I find ways to create joy and happiness for myself, which is why I have created my self-care arsenal. So, and drink water, eat healthy, get some vitamin D. There's a lot of things that you can actually do to help you get into a better mood. One of the things my therapist even recommended was something called light therapy, light box therapy, where you just sit. You just sit in light, basically. You can literally sit under a lamp. Because it almost represents like being in the sun, which is why I just recommend you just go in the sun. But you can sit under a light, and it's like the brightness of the light kind of does something positive for you. I don't know. I have not tried that. Like I said, I just get up and just go into the sun and do my walking. I'm literally doing 3 things at one time. I'm getting my vitamin D, I'm listening to something positive, and I'm moving my body. So those 3 things have definitely helped me concerning my seasonal depression. That is basically some of the stuff that I've done. I hope this helps. Please drop me an email to let me know if anything I've said helped you at all. I hope that helps you, sis. I really do. And definitely, if you need any more advice, if you just want to talk, please shoot me an email. I would love to hear from you. That goes for you guys as well. If you have anything, you want to add to this conversation, by all means, shoot me an email. My email will be Veronica at theinspireherpodcast.com. Shoot me an email. Let me know if you like the podcast. Did this resonate with you? Do you know someone that this could help? If so, please just let them hear the podcast. Let them hear the podcast. Seasonal depression sucks. And if you haven't gone through it, you probably wouldn't know, but any type of depression, it sucks. It sucks. But especially around this time of year. So I hope I've said something or helped someone out, because in any way, shape, form, or fashion, that's what I want to do. I want to help. All right, guys, this was a little heavy for me, so that's it. Hey girl, hey! This is Veronica Rivers, the Inspire Her podcast. You need to come kick it with me every Monday. So go ahead and subscribe on Anchor FM or wherever you listen to your podcasts.